Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. This is a very impromptu video. I don't even have notes prepared. I'm going to be reading notes. So Madeline Soto, apparently there were more pedos in her life. So everyone knows, I think, that she was in choir and such. Well, her choir teacher is in trouble. So I'm just going to read this information I have. So apparently Madeline and hundreds of other children were surrounded, but don't start acting up late. We're surrounded by this guy. It was her choir teacher. His name is Italio Raphael Brett Bonini, and he went by Brett Bonini. And he's been charged in federal court for coercion or enticement of a minor. And it is upsetting. Let me open the legal documents. No, we're not continuing. We're going to continue here. I'm getting this from Gavin Fish. He is the only Patreon that I'm subscribed to. He does hard work and he deserves the money. So, and I'll try to, I'm going to have to start a Google Docs or something. If anybody wants to help me out with that, let me know and I'll send you all the documents and things I have. And then you can create a Google document thing for me. I don't know how all that works. So I can always get my son to do it for me too, if no one wants to volunteer. But okay, United States. Actually, you know what? It complicates things. I'll just get my son to do it. Okay, so United States District Court for the Middle District of Florida, United States of America versus Italio Raphael Brett Bonini. I was going to say I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I don't care if you're a perv. The complainant in this case, state that the following is true to the best of my knowledge and belief. On or about January 12th, 2025, in the County of Orange in the Middle District of Florida, the defendant violated Code 18 U.S.C. 2422B, coercion or enticement of a minor used in a facility of interstate commerce. This criminal complaint is based on these facts, and there is an attached affidavit that's quite long. I'm going to just read the affidavit to you, and there are parts that I'm going to have to bleep, maybe. I don't know. I haven't read the entire thing. I've read enough to know it's sick. I, Ruth Marrero, being duly sworn, do hereby depose and state as follows. 1. This affidavit is submitted in support of a criminal complaint against Italio Raphael Brett Bonini for a violation of said statute as set forth in more detail below. I believe there is probable cause that on or about January 12th, 2025 in the Middle District of Florida and elsewhere, Brett Bonini violated said statute by enticing a minor using a facility or interstate commerce to engage in sexual activity for which a person could be charged with a criminal offense. Now, I don't know for sure if this was her choir teacher, but it's from her school. He's from her school. So I have been sworn, was it from her school? Okay. I have been a sworn law enforcement officer with the Osceola County Sheriff's Office since 2017, and prior I was a police officer. Okay, so this is just their credentials. All credentials. Okay, so we're going to get down to the probable cause statement. On February 4th, 2025, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office was contacted by Maryland State Police in reference to a male suspect later identified as Brett Bonini. On January 18th, 2025, at approximately 8:30 p.m., Maryland State Trooper Stallings, assigned to the Maryland State Police Bel Air Barrack, was dispatched for the report of computer crime involving 2 victims who reside in Aberdeen, Maryland. Trooper, what does this have to do with, I'll read on and see. Trooper Stallings contacted the father of the CV's child victims, explained that CV1 created a Discord account while he was staying with his grandparents on January 12, 2025. On January 18th, 2025, AP discovered disturbing messages in CV1's Discord chat. AP reviewed the chats and discovered a conversation in which a Discord user later identified as Brett Bonini was online soliciting AP's 8-year-old son to reveal his genitalia and engage in sexual acts. AP explained that the Discord conversation between that showed that Brett Bonini engaged in multiple video calls with CV1 as well. AP spoke to CV1 and CV1 admitted to pulling his pants down and revealing his genitalia to the individual later identified as Brett Bonini during a video call. Trooper Stallings also contacted the mother of child victims as well as the 2 child victims, and then their names are not mentioned, but their dates of birth are 2016 and 2019. The mother of the child victim stated that CV1 and CV2 pulled their pants down during the Discord video call, and that while CV1 exposed himself, CV2 never pulled his underwear down. When asked, CV1 confirmed the suspect also promised CV1 and CV2 video game currency in exchange for their sexual acts. Trooper Stallings then asked CV1 to describe the physical appearance of I'm getting ahead of myself, of the suspect on the video call. CV1 described him as a white male with brown hair and no facial hair. CV1 stated he was 16 and a grown-up, and he has a driver's license, and he was not smiling. Trooper Stallings read through the whole Discord chat and obtained the Discord username and user ID number for the Discord account. Multiple messages from the suspect, Brett Bonini, were observed telling the 2 young boys to take the computer to a more private spot away from the adults. Brett Bonini made statements indicating that he had shown his genitals to CV1, such as, "I just wish you would show yours with me. I showed mine really easily." Brett Bonini then asked CV1 multiple times to show his privates in return. Brett Bonini then offered CV1 and CV2 25,000 Robux, which is Roblox in-game currency, for the CVs to show their genitalia on screen. Then Brett Bonini stated, "Both of you pull your pants down together so your PPs are out, then I'll tell you the next instruction." Brett Bonini continued by saying, "Okay, lower your cams, and then I want you to both rub each other's like this." And Brett Bonini then said, "Good job." The rest of the Discord chat displayed similar conversations such as the ones above. The suspect's Discord username was A Sanchez 1020. Discord user ID number, write this down if you want to, 1280476923004321926. On January 28th, 2025, the Maryland State Police Bel Air Barrack notified the Hartford County Child Advocacy Center about the victimization of CV1 and CV2. The investigation was assigned to Trooper Cook. Trooper Cook contacted AP and corroborated all information previously relayed to the initial respondent officer. AP provided CV1's Discord account username. AP verified that he did not observe any CP images, videos within any of CV1's or CV2's devices, applications, which was consistent with their statements that they exposed themselves during a live video chat. On January 31st, 2025, Trooper Cook authored a search warrant for the contents of Discord account A Sanchez 1020, which was judicially endorsed and served to Discord on the same day. All events occurred in Hartford County, Maryland. Discord responded to the search warrant, and Trooper Cook reviewed the conversations between CV1 and Brett Bonini. Trooper Cook read through the whole Discord chat and obtained the Discord username and user ID for the suspect's Discord account. Discord identified the subscriber as, and then it's just describing information, registration, IP, and all that. Trooper Cook reviewed multiple messages that Brett Bonini sent to CV1 and CV2. In the messages, Brett Bonini instructed CV1 and CV2 to take the computer to a more private spot away from the adults. Okay, we already talked about that part. Identification of subject. On February 4th, 2025, the FBI served an exigent order to Charter Communications to obtain the subscriber of the IP address used by the suspect's account at the time of the CVs were victimized, as well as the subscriber of the IP address used at the time the account was set up. And then they provide the IP address. On February 4th, 2025, Charter Communications verified that both of the IPs were subscribed to LB at the residential address of 4903 Santa Clara Drive, Orlando, Florida 32837. On February 4th, 2025, an FBI agent conducted a Florida driver's and vehicle identification database check on the address of the premises. This check showed that LB resided at the premises along with Brett Bonini and two other significantly older males. Law enforcement queried the suspect Discord account's registered phone number through law enforcement databases, which revealed that it was registered through Verizon to Italo Brett Jr., residing at 4903 Santa Clara Drive, Orlando, Florida 32837. Law enforcement conducted an open source social media query of Italo Brett Jr. and observed a Facebook account listed to Italo Brett Jr., who indicates on his profile that he resides in Orlando, Florida. Law enforcement reviewed a user profile photograph from the Facebook account of Italo Brett Jr. and compared it to driver's license photograph Brett Bonini, and both photographs depicted the same person. As set forth above, CV1 indicated that the suspect had a youthful appearance. An FBI agent reviewed the driver's license photograph of Brett Bonini, and although he is 25 years old, he nonetheless has a youthful appearance. Both the other males who reside at the premises are significantly older than Brett Bonini. On February 4th, 2025, the FBI executed a search warrant at the premises. Upon arrival at the premises, FBI agents made contacts with the occupants at the door of the residence and asked Brett Bonini and two other occupants to exit the residence as the FBI executed federal search warrants. Concurrent with the execution of the search warrant, FBI Special Agent Michelle Langer and myself conducted a non-custodial interview with Brett Bonini, who was repeatedly informed that he was not under arrest, was free to leave, and did not have to speak with agents. Brett Bonini confirmed during the interview that he has resided at the premises with his parents since 2001. Let's see. And he confirmed that the phone number and Discord account belonged to him, and he confirmed that he was the user on the Discord account with the username AdrianBro2 0. However, Brett Bonini stated that he recently deleted his Discord account because he was disgusted with himself. During the interview, but before discussing the details of the allegations or genders of the victims, Brett Bonini stated that he was not even gay and that he fell into temptation that I should not have. I'm not a sick individual. I made a mistake. Brett Bonini then admitted that he utilized his iMac desktop to communicate with children on Discord. Brett Bonini chose to speak with children because they were easier to talk to, and he liked the control aspect of the chat with CV1. Brett Bonini admitted that he communicated with children via Discord's live chat feature and video footage. Brett Bonini also stated that he recalled the video chat with CV1, and he admitted that he had asked CV1 to display himself on the screen. And then it just states that he violated the law. But what's interesting is in the notes, he was Madeline Soto's choir teacher according to the title. So Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to read that to you, y'all. Sorry if it was boring. I thought it was interesting to bring up. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's every time I turn on YouTube, I've got hundreds of videos recommended to me because I watch so much true crime, that this child and this child and this child. There's so many of them out there doing these things to children that, forgive me, but it almost seems normal. And it's evil. And if these are the ones we're hearing about, imagine how many we're not hearing about. It's so terrifying. It's so upsetting. And it's just, I think almost most people I know have been victims of perverts. And it's just, it's so exhausting. I don't know. What do we do about these people? Because we don't catch them until they do something wrong. We don't know that they do this until they do it and are caught. It's so upsetting. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to talk about that really fast. I actually clocked out for a break to do this, so I need to go get back on the clock. But I will talk to everyone later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Also, I want to say I hate it when these perverts say, well, I'm not even gay. A lot of them say things like that. Like, this isn't about that. That is not an activity of gay people. Gay people aren't just going around asking children to pull down their pants. It's not a gay person problem. It's a pervert problem. Learn the difference.